Hello everyone. Today we're going to look at the Omnidyne-M Bastion and see if it is viable in competitive Firefall PvP. If you saw my description of the Aztec Electron, I've described it as being the most PvP centered character in the game. Well, the Bastion is the exact opposite. I'm not saying it's bad in PvP so much as I'm saying it was designed solely with PvE in mind, specifically thumping. But keeping that in mind, the Bastion can set up powerful defenses that are really tough to destroy. The lack of mobility your team is allowed in between moving your base of turrets requires good teamwork, but it's a good way to win team fights and move your base more and more forward along the map until you are basically spawn camping them with an indomitable force. The Bastion's primary weapon is the Tesla rifle. This weapon fires a focused beam of electricity which only reaches short distances. The amount of damage starts at around 45 to 65 damage and increases exponentially as the beam maintains its impact on the target. This weapon is super hard to use because it is pinpoint accurate at a short range, and you still have to keep it on your constantly shifting target to start doing real damage. The alternate fire drains energy from enemies and heals your deployables. This does not consume ammo, but I honestly have never seen the alternate fire used offensively over the primary fire. The secondary weapon is the assault rifle that deals 70 damage per round. Starting off, you might like this weapon over your primary, but once you get used to it, the assault rifle will be used for picking off enemies at long distances only. Moving on to the abilities. The first ability for the Bastion is the mini turrets. This ability is capable of deploying up to 3 turrets across the battlefield. This is your main source of damage. Each turret deals 126 damage a shot. The best position is to put them spaced out, but in the same area so they can't get AoE'd down. Keep around the same area as your turrets so you can repair them after each attack. The second ability is Energy Wall. This ability deploys a large impenetrable energy wall. This is a flat wall, just so you know. Use it to completely block off choke points to run away safely or trap enemies. Third ability for the Bastion is the Sentinel Pod. This ability deploys a Sentinel Pod that repairs allied turrets and other deployed electronics. It can also siphon energy from nearby enemies and inflict minor damage. This is how your turrets stay alive during a fight. The regeneration is really nice and takes away the possibility of a single enemy destroying your turrets, and forcing it to be a team effort. Finally, the ultimate ability is Fortify. Once your HKM is full, this ability reinforces the structural integrity of all deployed electronics within range, restoring their energy and increasing their output for a brief period. This is a great tool to make sure that you don't lose that important team fight. Even though their team is focusing down your turrets before engaging, this ability stops that and gives your team more time to initiate while keeping your turrets alive and doing more damage. The Bastion's passive is Overseer. This causes the Bastion's nearby deployables to take reduced damage from all sources. Great for when you're repairing your stuff and you get attacked. The defense buff and constant repairing will keep your turrets alive even if they use a lot of stuff on you. You might die, but if your turrets stay alive, they can still do a good amount of damage. That about covers all the specifics for the Bastion. This battle frame is very strong in a specific way, but it requires the team to play a certain way with a certain composition to be effective. The turrets basically take up the job of a dreadnought. It's really annoying, and you have to deal with it before you can engage in the rest of the team. So Bastion is taking the role of the dreadnought and the dreadnought support at the same time. So the rest of the team needs to be made of distance nukers, like an Electron, Recluse, Assault, Tigerclaw, or Nighthawk, and other stuff, I guess. At least, that's what I think would work. I'd have to test it. But this won't matter soon when they launch their new esports mode and this turret defense becomes OP. And I'm rambling, so I think that wraps up the video. I hope you learned a bit about the Bastion and have an idea if you want to try it out or not. If you liked the video, feel free to click the like, subscribe buttons below for future content on Firefall. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.